about to go somewhere out now. Times to rise and elevation starts to drop down. Our little secret, don't kiss and tell, you're so bad. I'll probably see you in hell. Welcome to hell, baby. This is podcast hell.
No moose knuckle this time? We're blocking it with the desk?
I don't think that's not part.
I came here for the moose knuckle.
Dude, that moose knuckle. That moose knuckle's crazy. That reel that I posted.
I didn't recognize it on the reel, and then you talked about it, and you're like, everyone said my moose knuckle. It's like, well, who's paying attention to...
It's pretty bad. My brother called it out first. My brother texted me like a minute after I posted. He was like, dude, you have a fucking moose knuckle in the photo. And I watched it. I was like, oh, my God. It's full dick. But then that video...
It's got 1 million views.
No, it has 10,000 views.
Does it? Oh, that's good.
But it's not about the moose knuckle. It's about the content of the video.
Oh, because it was about...
It's religion.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
People get very... People are having full, like, theological debates in the comments about, like, a dumb joke.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Dylan takes it more seriously than I do.
Uh-huh.
He's, like, really into not believing.
When I comment on that, I actually had to Google a little proverb. Is it called a proverb in the Bible?
I don't think everything is a proverb.
Passage.
A passage.
Is it a passage in the Bible?
Yeah.
I had to Google that, and then I commented that on your...
Are you not religious?
I'm Catholic, but I mean, I did my communion, I did my confirmation, I was done.
Okay.
Because I went to CCD as a kid.
I did that too.
And then, once, Tuesdays for an hour or something, and then,
You did your time.
I did my time.
And now you're free.
And it didn't matter either.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, it didn't I remember... I might have been I don't know. I think I was kind of like juiced into the church because my grandma was like one of the choir ladies and stuff. Yeah. So I remember failing like the 7th grade tests and stuff of the CCD, but still moving on to the 8th grade one and still getting confirmation and stuff.
Oh, wow. So you had like a corrupt...
I don't know if it was corrupt.
Corruption in the Catholic Church.
Yeah, I don't know if it was corrupt, but I think it just it was we're learning this stuff, but it doesn't matter if I pass, I'm still going to go on.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, I remember.
Because I don't remember any of it.
I actually remember a decent amount of my Catholic because I was I did CCD classes, and then I was an altar boy, and then I was a lectern.
What's a lectern?
That was the guy that you would read like a reading from the book of John.
Oh, you were that kid.
And then I go, and then he said of his sheep, "Watch my sheep, the word of the Lord." Praise be to God, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I also got to do the thing where I would walk into church with the book.
No way,
so
you were the...
you
were holding behind the...
Lift high, I would walk real serious. And if I walked by a girl that I thought was hot, I would suck in.
Flexing the Bible a little bit.
I used to really flex the Bible a little bit.
What's up, babe? How you doing?
It was a point of... authority, I guess.
Yeah.
To have as I was doing it when I was 15.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so that was even after confirmation. You were still a part of it.
After confirmation, I went to a Catholic school.
Oh, because Catholic high school.
Catholic high school. So I just think I was ripe for the picking.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of church, but it all kind of ended once my parents got divorced. That was the end.
Then the Bible dropped.
Well, my mom was Catholic. And they were like, you can't come back to Catholic church because she got divorced.
Really?
Yeah, she divorced my dad. And so then my mom was like, well, we're not going to church if I'm not allowed.
What the fuck?
My dad was sad. I had a sad dad for a little bit. Uh-huh. So that was kind of the end of that.
Hashtag sad dad.
Hashtag sad dad.
They really wouldn't let you. What about high school? You still were in the high school, but you.
I was in high school.
But you weren't allowed to take any of the Catholic or the.
No, I was allowed to do whatever
religious classes and stuff.
I was allowed to do whatever.
So you still go to church, but they wouldn't let your mom go.
They wouldn't let my mom. Anybody can go to church, but you can't take communion, which for Catholics is a big.
It's everything, yeah.
That's that's a miracle.
Wow.
You know that it's real?
What's
when you're in church and they go the body of Christ? Uh-huh. They're not saying not really.
Uh-huh.
Figuratively. They're going no, this literally becomes Jesus. You're eating him.
Yeah.
That part's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I don't think
you drink his blood, the wine.
Drink his
I never had that.
You drink his blood.
But I remember taking the Eucharist.
I used to take both.
You did both.
I prepared it. I would ring the bell.
Oh, you did.
When it would turn into the thing.
Yeah.
It's so intense.
I always thought it was an awkward thing when the priest would do that, and he would just be like, because it'd be so quiet, and you just hear him like, and then but he would like take a sip and you're just watching him do it, and then you're like, all right, so now we got a sip from this, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just always because he's still mic'd up.
Just to hear
you hear a
quietly munching.
You hear a gulp, and then you hear a. Like, is this fucking Catholic ASMR? What the fuck? I just because it's like that 3 minutes of silence, and then you see them ring the bell, and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he goes.
Takes another sip.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Can you get him in line? You know?
Yeah. Hurry up.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one more clip for people to get. I'll post this as a clip, and I'll have 200 fucking comments.
God bless.
I'm getting fucking ratioed in my own Instagram. I have like 50 likes and 200 comments of like people being like, "Well, the actual apostles had came down in 85 AD." I'm like, dude, I don't fucking.
Who cares?
I don't care.
Who gives a shit?
Well, Dylan cares.
Yeah.
Dylan really knows his shit.
I didn't know he was.
He went to school to be a priest.
Oh, he was actually like
He was in seminary.
Oh, I thought he just knew history stuff.
No. He was like in
He was
seminary.
gonna be a priest?
He was going to be a priest.
No shit.
And then or maybe he was like he was going to be something else. He went to school for theology.
Yeah.
But then he decided.
I thought that was like psychology stuff, like theology.
No. It was like theology is different than psychology.
Well, I mean, like those classes. Like I thought he was just taking like history of theory stuff.
No,
you
I
know
think
what mean?
he was like really into it.
Wow.
And now he's not.
No
He
way.
had a choice to be like.
Well, I'd be
God
goddamned.
He wanted to
not
like
doing it.
he'd be like playing acoustic guitar and talking to kids about God, or worship the devil and do comedy. And he went the route of comedy. And the devil.
Wow.
It's been kind of I kind of enjoy the like people getting really upset over it, and it's like a little hacky.
Is that why Dylan's so calm on stage?
That might be why.
Because he's very like Dylan's a great comic, great
He's a
writer,
hilarious comic.
He's hilarious, but he's so well poised, if you will,
Yeah.
when he's doing his delivery and everything, and that must be from learning how to be a priest and stuff.
He's like unmoved.
Yeah,
He's
got such a. And then I went, and my girlfriend said, maybe she didn't want to do that, you know, and it's
the word of Dylan.
the word of Dylan.
Thanks be to Dylan.
Thanks be to Dylan.
I don't know. I gotta ask him. Maybe, and I might be fucking up, and he was not trying to be a priest.
Uh-huh.
But I think he told me at the least he wanted to be like a youth minister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? Like a lot of people I know that do comedy had like these other dreams when they were younger, and I'm like, what would that person be like if they had just gone that route?
You know what? I used to say that too, where I'm like, I feel like that's why I haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
Because you always like, I've loved comedy ever since I was like 5 years old. Like I remember watching Tommy Boy with my dad when I was a kid and stuff. And like I was 10, you know, just loving SNL and everything, and just love everything comedy so much. And then you see the idiots that fucking made it. Not idiots. They're fucking, some of them are great. Yeah. But there's some people like actors and stuff that do like comedies, and they're like, I didn't even know comedy was a thing. And then when I was 25, I seen a clip and was like, is this who Chris Farley is? And it's like they have no fucking idea what anything is.
Deeply.
Maybe you care too much.
Well, there's definitely a thing in like releasing care. I've felt that in the last 2 years. Because like at my day job, somebody was like, if you start making X amount of dollars, you're not going to care about comedy anymore.
That's not true.
And I was like, well, that's what I said. I said, that's not true.
Yeah.
And then I started to make that exact amount of money. And I was like, it's a little true.
Well,
it's a little true. And like, I have to fight against it because there's weeks where I'm like, what if I just don't do the podcast? And then I remember like, I like doing it and it's fun and all that stuff. But like, you definitely feel like if I can just make money doing this other thing and be happy and be content, like,
but that's
there's something to it of like the desperation feeds well into comedy.
Well, maybe that's more of like a level up where you don't have to worry about the money anymore.
Yeah.
Now you can just actually care and actually put out good content and
hopefully
just be, hey, likes and subscribe, baby. But maybe it's more of like the care is gone to actually just be like, I need this, where you're like, I'm just gonna be myself and be funny.
Yeah, I do think maybe that's
maybe it's that.
Maybe that's a better way of putting it.
Instead of saying like, because you don't want to quit everything.
I don't think I want to ever quit.
Yeah,
I like doing it
because money.
I think what it is I don't need to make money doing it.
Yeah,
and that is a good feeling. That just feels like it more feels like when the couple shows I've done. I feel like I'm just kind of doing it for fun, and it's cool when people pay me.
Yeah.
But like, I'm more just like I did a couple weekends.
Yeah.
This is back in like May.
You did that one in Maryland, right? Mm-hmm. Or was it North Carolina?
I did like North Carolina, Maryland, and upstate New York.
It's fucking great.
And a little bit in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And it was
all you headlined the weekend.
It was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I made money, but like if I had like just been making that money, I would have like, okay, like if I add in the hotel room and the food and the flights, I made like $500 in a week, which is like barely enough to survive. Yeah. But I'm like, well, the fact that I was like working my day job in the hotel room and making money doing that, the comedy was like a fun plus.
Exactly.
At the end, it was like beer money or whatever.
Yeah.
Not beer money. It's not fucking beer money. Now it's like money for my fucking bad plantar fasciitis. It's like new plantar fasciitis shoes.
But the comedy paid for the
Thank you.
Shoes, baby, for you to stand up.
Baby, I'm walking on air.
Yeah.
Thank you, Massachusetts. Thank you, brewery, wherever I was. No, I definitely feel like there's less pressures felt good for me.
Yeah.
I also like I can't keep talking about it because I feel like I'm becoming
about what?
I don't think people like hearing about me doing better financially.
Who cares? You're proud of yourself.
It's true.
Yeah.
But at a certain
point, good thing.
At a certain point, even you, very supportive Mike, will be like, shut the fuck up with the...
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Unless you're like waving diamonds in my face.
I'm definitely not waving diamonds.
No, I think it's good. You should be proud of yourself because now you found something that you can do on top of something else that you love, because that's feeding something that you love.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Now, if that was feeding nothing and you're just like, I make so much money at my fucking job.
Just pull up in my
who the fuck is this guy in
my Porsche?
In his Porsche,
Yeah. No, I'm not that yet.
It's a 2007 Porsche anyway, idiot. Like whatever.
Yeah, I'll have to buy a used Porsche.
Can I give you a hot take on something?
Yeah.
I want to see how you feel about this.
This podcast is the more hot takes, the better.
More hot takes. It has to do with comedy, obviously.
Let me hear it.
I don't know how you felt, but I was doing the road for a long time.
Yeah.
At least like 2 years straight, like traveling all over with a med. And before that, I did a couple of gigs with Brian McDaniel and stuff too. So I got that road feel of doing like 20 to 30 minutes and stuff. And then, I've been doing comedy 11 years now about that, which is like, I was waiting for my chance to like somebody to ask me to headline. Right. Mm-hmm. And I finally headlined at Flappers last October.
Yes.
It was incredible.
I was there.
Sold out the fucking place.
Yeah.
And then you were at the main room one, and then
you sold out the Yoo-Hoo.
I sold out the Yoo-Hoo room,
yeah.
And then they let me headline the main room. But here's my hot take on it. I want to know how you feel too. I feel like and maybe I'm just in my head about stuff now, but I was like, I headlined and it was fucking awesome. And I did the main room and it was like, okay, it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't like the first time. And then they asked me to headline again in June, and I was like, it was just all right.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, is this all there is to headlining? Like, I'm like, you wait so long to do something like that. And this is the hot take. It's like, now that I headline now, I'm like, well, what the fuck else is there? Now I feel like it's like you beat the fucking final boss, and now you're like, do I just keep replaying the game over and over again? Or now it's like, I know you come up with new material when you do this stuff and whatever else.
And you probably headline a club bigger than Flappers.
And
I mean, that's...
Yeah, well, no.
There's other final bosses. That's the other thing.
No, I know.
You have not conquered the video game, brother. Let me answer your question now. You just do it anywhere other than Flappers.
No.
It probably feels a little bit better.
I'm not saying I conquered the video. Listen, dude, I fucking headline. Fuck that. No, I'm saying in your personal, like, I did a fucking hour and 10 minutes on stage.
Yeah.
And did great. I mean that. Like, that's what
Well, dude, it's a very real thing. Like,
because now I'm like, do I just keep fucking, like, obviously you keep going and do that stuff, but I'm like, I don't want to, I don't know. I'm in like a weird standstill of like.
Well, you were telling me that you had a little bit of road fatigue.
I had that too. Yeah.
That's like that's a lifestyle that can like wear on people. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I mean, I was saying like this happened. My wife is like trying to write on TV shows, and she's had some cool opportunities. But she's read a bunch of stories about people who like get their first job writing on a TV show. They do it, and then they're like, okay, and they quit and they do something else for the rest of their lives.
Yeah,
because they're like, I did it. That was that I had the feeling of it. I worked very hard, and then I got there, and I was like,
Yeah.
You know, like, I think that happens. Like, I don't think everything is like, feels like the end of Rocky 2.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you just do it and you go, okay. And then you can kind of close that chapter of your life.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I just love doing stand-up so much. To me, I don't feel like it's like conquering anything for me to get to do that. The moments I've gotten to headline for like, I've never done an hour and 10, but I've done like 45 minutes a few times.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just want to keep doing it. Like, I love doing it. So that's the motivation for me is like, oh, what if I got to do this every weekend? That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But if you don't feel that way, you don't feel that way. And it might mean that you're not like, your future isn't doing stand-up every weekend. It might mean like you want to make movies or a TV show or something like that.
Yeah.
And you do have a show. So like maybe the show is the direction you want to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love doing stand-up.
Yeah.
It's just I felt like, because now I'm like, it's not like I record an album or anything, and I'm like, now I like do the material, and I'm like, do I do that material, or do I do this, or like, do I keep it here? Or like, I don't know. It's a weird feeling of being like, well, now do I keep on fucking, I guess you keep on trying to headline and do different things. It's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a weird, like,
I think you just keep trying to make your material better.
standstill. Yeah, I think
That's
like,
honestly it. Like,
yeah.
I think the real chase is not the headlining spots. It's like the best set, the best jokes, the best
do that
flow, like becoming a better, like sharpening your blade.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's almost similar to improv, but different in that you can like record stand up and people won't blow their brains out trying to watch it like they do with improv.
Wait, what was the suggestion in 20 minutes ago in the video?
Yeah, improv just doesn't translate. But like, with the exception of the fact that you can record stand up and a lot of people that are at that level are building to it.
Yeah.
The process of getting good at stand up, it's all process.
Yeah.
That's why it pissed me off so much when they were like, you know, remember when Louis C.K. got Me Too'd?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm not saying he didn't deserve to get in trouble.
Yeah. It was a
like,
sticky situation.
Woo!
He's back, baby.
No, so like then everybody hated him, and then somebody recorded his act and released it online, like an hour of Louis jokes, and it was like one of his first sets back, and people were like, why is he making jokes about kids who got shot? That's fucked up. I know a kid, and it's like, bro, he's a fucking comedian working on his material.
Yeah.
That's not a special he released.
Yeah.
You know what he's doing. Like, why are you shitting all over the process?
Yeah.
And the process, if you cut up like how much time you spend in, you know, improv or in stand up, it's not like acting where you're working on set and then like you work on set for 6 months and then the movie comes out. So everything you're doing is going towards the movie in some way.
Yeah.
In stand-up, it's like night after night, you're just enjoying the audience you're with.
Yeah.
Like, it's all being present and in the moment. And, like, how do I engage with my own material, my own thoughts, so that I'm not up there telling my jokes, thinking about, like, I need to get my car registration updated next week. You know? Like, that's an internal thing.
I think that's where I'm at. I think that's where I'm like, I need to just rework material again, because I'm more of like, since I started doing the longer sets, I'm like, I'm going back to that in short sets, but I'm like, I don't want to but then I have to like get out of it because it's not like, you know, if it's a 7-minute joke, I have to cut it down to 2 minutes and stuff, but then I like lose a punchline here, or like I didn't prepare it right, or whatever the fuck else.
You know what happens too is people get sick of their act.
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing, and that's nothing against your act. It's just like you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
And I think, like, honestly, the best thing to do at that point would be to, like, if I'm giving you advice, would be take a break and when you come back, do new shit.
Just revamp everything.
Just do new shit. Just bomb for 3 months.
Yeah.
Because like you'll get new jokes if you do it that way.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like that excitement of like, I got this new joke. I can't wait to try it out.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing like that excitement of like, I've got a bit. I know it's going to fucking crush. I'm going up tonight, or I lined up 2 shows. Like that's the fucking best part of stand up.
Of course. Yeah.
So like, you just got to get back to that.
See,
and
that's
probably I'd say rest it. And then when you come back fresh.
See, that's where I learned doing the talk show for so long, where like, because I do a new 10 minutes every month, where it's just like, it's all current events. So it's like some of it I can't use ever again. Yeah. But it's like, out of the 15 jokes I do, like sometimes fucking all of them just fucking bomb. But on a good night, it's like if I get like 7 or 8 of them to be like, holy shit, that really fucking hit. That was good. It's like, it's such that fucking...
It's great.
You know, it's fucking incredible.
Well, it's like, it's like that stuff that's like not, if you're just working on stuff that's only evergreen, you can get a little lost in it. Yeah. Like that's why I like the podcast, because it's like, got to get it out this week, whatever it is. And then talk about it. I'm done with it. I have so many people, not so many people. I have 4 people that listen to the podcast regularly that'll be like, what did you say last week when you were talking about like the Olympics? I'm like, I talked about the Olympics. They're like, yeah, dude, you went on like a 20-minute rant. I was like, I have no idea what I said. It's like I shoot it, I like listen to it to cut a couple clips, and then it falls off of it leaves my mind like it's being pushed off a table and shattering on the floor next to me. Like it's gone.
Well, I thought it was so funny. I told Crystal, I'm like, did you know that bears put pine cones up their ass?
They do not. They don't? I did Google it. They do not put pine cones up their ass. Yeah, I was like,
what the fuck is that? Is that real?
They eat pine cones.
Oh,
and
okay.
They eat, I don't know, like pine seeds and stuff, so that it like forms a guttural block.
Oh, okay.
And then they wake up and they.
Because then I was like, how the fuck are they putting up their ass? Do they just sit on it?
Isn't it hilarious? It's a picture. Just picture of ferocious black brown bear.
I was like, they put pine cones up their ass. She's like, I don't think that's true. I'm like, Eric talked about it.
No, it's here's the thing. I'm in the ballpark of the truth.
It is, yeah.
But it's not fully the truth. I was picturing a bear like balancing a pine cone in its paw.
I was picturing another bear doing it too.
Going fucking shoving it up their bare asshole. Not what happens. They just eat them.
They just do it bareback. You know what I mean?
They do wake up they also wake up a little bit during their hibernation. I didn't realize that either.
Okay.
It's not a straight hibe.
I don't think you can. Yeah, I guess you can't have a straight hibe.
They're like, I don't think they can. I think they'll wake up like once a week and they'll go move around a little bit, get another position.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine, like when you sleep wrong and you like sleep on your arm weird and you wake up and it's asleep?
Yeah.
Imagine sleeping on it for 3 months.
I know, it's insane.
You wake up, your arm is just like purple and like no longer works.
Oh, fuck.
You better fucking sleep.
I think the longest I ever sleep was like 14 hours one time.
Really?
Yeah, I think I don't know what it was. I might have been college. I had just gotten off a flight and I didn't sleep, and I forget when it was. Anyway, I got off the flight, didn't sleep for I think 28 hours or something like that, and slept for a straight 14. I woke up, it was like 9 p.m. the next night. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck?
It's a weird
feeling. Just but it was so refreshing too.
I know.
You're tired, but you're also I needed that. Your body just shut the fuck down for that long.
Whenever I have those moments where my body's you have to go to sleep and you kind of start to fall asleep or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm I get why some people really like that sexually. I don't.
What do you mean?
You know what I'm talking about? There's some people that
like to fucking choke themselves? Oh, yeah.
And they wake up and they fucking come.
Uh-huh.
I get that. I remember I talked about it on the pod before, but this one time I passed out in New York and I fell downstairs.
You told me that, yeah. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Did you come at the same time?
No.
Oh.
But I will never forget the
That's
feeling.
That's what made me slip.
But I'll never forget the relief of how I fell asleep at the top of the stairs. Of just really passing out.
Yeah.
It's a head rush.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't know about that. Do it
do it till you come.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't trust that
Bill.
shit. Yeah, Bill who?
the guy in the movie Kill Bill that plays Bill.
Oh.
That guy died.
Oh, in real life, he fucking died from that?
There's a term for when you try to come doing
asphyxiation or something, right? Wow.
He died from it.
It wasn't Uma Thurman that killed him. It was jerking off.
Fucking cellophane and a ball gag and like his own belt.
Christ. God damn.
Hey, man, to each their own. Some people...
God bless.
Some people can't come unless they die.
What's the best sex you ever had? I died.
My kink is killing myself with my
kink
belt.
Is dying. What's your kink? Kill me.
My kink is suffocating in my closet.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I love deep sleeps.
Yeah.
Like, I usually get mine on Saturday because I wake up super early for work. So I'm getting like 5 or 6 hours Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
And Saturday I sleep till like, go to bed at 10, sleep till like noon. I feel like I get 14 hours of sleep once a week.
Yeah, dude, that's good. 12, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll do a solid 12.
Yeah. I used to get 12 when I was a kid. I haven't gotten it. Like, I'll get my 8 on my days off. I need my 8. But work days, other days, I'm just like same way, like 5 hours or something like that, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But that nice, when you come home from something and the next day you have absolutely nothing to do, I'm fucking sleeping the whole time.
It's a good feeling.
It's a great feeling.
I love it. Yeah, the other thing I've been doing is like college football is back.
Okay.
So I'll wake up a little bit and like it starts at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Go downstairs, move to the couch, but I'll bring the pillow and then I'll fall asleep to the sound of Clemson beating the Citadel 70-0.
There you go.
And I just now have dreams that I'm in college football. Like I'm back in college and I'm like I'm a stocky fullback.
Did you play college football?
No.
Oh, no?
My mom didn't let me play football.
Oh, wow.
I played fucking baseball and then I rode and crew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Baseball's still good, though.
Baseball
for college.
was cool.
College baseball, good
I
shit.
didn't play college baseball.
Oh, you didn't play college baseball?
Or high school baseball.
When the fuck did you play baseball?
When I was young boy.
My mom only played t-ball.
I had 1 year that I was good in baseball. It was my last year in baseball. I played in like a summer league. And it was like the only time I ever played baseball where I was one of the older kids on the team. Because it was by age and not by what grade you were in.
Yeah.
So everybody was in a grade lower than me, but they were all my age. And I fucking raked that year. I was like the second best player on the team.
What grade was this? How old were you?
It was right before high school. So I was like 8th grade.
Good shit.
Or going into freshman year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I went to go try out for my high school baseball team, and I was way shorter, and like I was like, oh, they're all a year older than me. At that age, a year older makes a huge difference. And I was like not a big kid, but I wasn't uncoordinated. I was just like smaller.
Yeah.
So I think I could have probably played baseball if I had like kept at it in high school. But then I like went to go try out for the crew team, and they were like, we need somebody right now. And I was like, okay, I'll just do this.
Good shit. They had that in your high school?
Crew?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Catholic high school, man. They had a little bit of...
Wow.
They had that
you got
diocese
the money, baby.
Money.
You had to go to the fucking...
Pass around that fucking...
Good shit. I don't even know if we had that in our school. We had the regular stuff like baseball, football. We didn't even have hockey, I don't think.
Do you guys have a river?
No.
You have to have a river.
Yeah.
Or a lake. No, you can't do crew in a lake. You gotta
no, we had like none of that. Maybe that's why. We had the ocean. South Jersey. We got no lakes.
You got no rivers?
We have the Schuylkill River, but that's disgusting.
The Schuylkill?
Yeah, but
wait, no. I rode in the Schuylkill. You totally probably had.
Really?
Yes.
They wouldn't go there, though.
Stotesbury was in the Schuylkill River.
I think our high school was poor then. I don't fucking know.
That might be it.
I think we just had that, unless I didn't give a shit about the sports in high school.
You didn't do any sports?
I don't do any sports. I was going to sign up for wrestling freshman year because we loved, watching WWE, but then I was like, oh no, this is like real shit.
Yeah, that's not like cool wrestling. That's just like...
My buddy was really good at wrestling though. My buddy John Frasca, he was a beast and he was double jointed. So someone would get him in a lock and he would just get him out of it and just like do these crazy flips and shit. He was like Kurt Angle, bro. He looked just like Kurt Angle. He was bad at. We would go to his matches and be like, fuck yeah, John.
Dude, Kurt Angle with a broken freaking neck.
Won the gold medal, baby. Yeah.
There's been a couple guys that have been like legit wrestlers that went into WWE afterwards and were successful. Like Brock Lesnar was fucking
Lesnar was a beast, yeah. I think, but was Batista too? Or
didn't Batista do like, did he do like UFC?
Maybe he was UFC guy.
What's up with Batista's face now?
I don't know. He got all like fucked up.
He looks like purple.
Is it like a Botox thing or something?
Maybe it's a Botox thing.
Plastic surgery.
He looks a little because he's like 50. He's got to be in his 50s.
Yeah.
But he looks very different.
Maybe all the muscle mass went to, maybe it's like a blood flow thing.
I don't know what it is.
Because he's older. I'm sure he was doing like a lot of, he was juicing. He had to be. Because he was so veins.
Now he looks a lot skinnier.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like his face is changing.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. People in Hollywood start to look real fucked up in their 50s.
Yeah.
Because they're they're throwing everything at the wall to be like.
Me and Crystal and the kid, we went to go see, what's the, this movie with Josh Hartnett.
The Trap.
The Trap. It was horrible.
I liked it.
You liked it? It was. I don't want to give anything away, but
it's so stupid.
It's so stupid. We thought the ending was going to be so fucking good. It wasn't.
No, the ending's
It's like, what the fuck is this? But the whole time she was just like, he looks horrible. He looks so bad. Like his plastic surgery, like you could tell he was just all fucked up.
Oh, he's got bad plastic.
He's got bad plastic surgery. Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
she couldn't get off it the whole time. She's like, look at his eyes. Look at this. They fucked him up.
I feel a little bad. I feel a little bad for some of those guys because it's like, and gals, because like, you know, they're aged and that's fine.
Yeah.
Just look your age. You know, man, I'm
Just
not
look
even
your
saying
age.
don't get any work done, but like, you don't got to go like overboard.
But even for guys, just look your age. Why does it matter? Especially guys.
Especially.
I'm never going to get Botox and shit done. I don't care if, my crow's feet and shit. I don't need any of that stuff done. You know what I mean?
I might get my eyes and my nose switched.
Just
nose
so
above
up here.
the eyes.
Yeah.
And the eyes right above
Are
the
you
mouth.
crying? No, just blowing my. I just have a runny nose. Yeah, it's just there, just going down.
I'll cry in all my movies. If they don't cast me in fucking Elephant Man after my eye nose switch, I'll be fucking furious.
And Cher will still be in there. She'll still be the mom. Is that it? Elephant Man? No, that's
No, you're thinking of. I don't know what you're fucking thinking of. Moonstruck?
No, with Rocky Dennis. He was the kid with the fucked up face.
That's not. I don't think that's
Isn't that Elephant Man?
Elephant Man is I am not an animal. I am a human being. It's like an old movie.
Which one am I thinking of?
I don't know what you're
Cher
thinking.
was the mom, and he was like he had a fucked up face. He had this, but they called him the Elephant Man. I thought
Maybe there was a remake of the Elephant Man.
that was Mask. It was called Mask.
Mask.
Yeah. He's like, I'm Rocky Dennis, and he had like this giant foot-looking face, but it was like a real guy. It was based off of.
Then maybe they
I thought
remade
they
the
called him the Elephant
Man.
Man.
Well, there's a very old Elephant Man that was made
Yeah.
like when Cher was 7.
Yeah.
That definitely she was not in.
I told a fucked up Cher joke that I thought was really funny, but didn't get the recognition it should
Let's
have.
hear it.
Maybe you'll
give
like
it to the people.
I'll give it to the people.
Podcast hell decide. if this was a good
Podcast
joke
can
or not.
decide. Leave it in the comments. Someone was talking about Cher, how she had like so much work done and she's so old now. I was like, yeah, she's pretty old, and even if she turned back time, she'd still be like, fuck, I got to keep on turning it back.
It's a bad joke.
It's a bad. Well, if she could turn back time.
We don't even need to go to the. We don't even know go to the audience. For
But hey, you know what? You got to learn how to foul, baby. You know?
yeah, that's the only way.
If she could turn back time.
Cher came up on this podcast because she like fucks younger dudes,
Yeah.
and
I think that's what it was. I think that's what we're talking about.
okay. Were
She's
we
like,
talking about
no,
it?
not us, but I'm saying I made the joke of like, yeah, she's pretty old now. If she could turn back time, you know?
Yeah.
But
She has like, I think she has like a boyfriend or fiance that's like 30 years younger than her.
well, she's like 75 or
I
something,
know.
isn't she?
She's dating like a 35-year-old.
No shit.
And everybody's like, you go, girl. There you go, queen. Yes, queen. And I'm like, great. And then, all of a sudden, a 75-year-old dude wants to date a 24-year-old chick, and he's a pervert.
Yeah, you go, guy.
Yeah, you go, buddy.
You
There
go. You go, guy.
Yeah, I'm like, if one's cool, then the other should be.
Yeah, but even then, like, why would you want to date someone that like 30 years older than you?
if you're the
You're like,
person,
oh, how are you and Cher doing? Doing good? No, she
because
actually
they'll give
died.
because they give you money.
Yeah, but who cares about that?
I'm
shit?
not saying I would want to do it, but that's the answer.
What do you
to the
have in
question.
common? You have nothing in common. 30 years?
Yeah, but the main thing you don't have in common is that they have money and you don't, and you would like some of it.
Yeah, but you
So you fucking date them and you get some of it,
It's all about love, baby.
and then now you have money.
It's all about love. You don't need money.
All you have to do is eat out a 70-year-old until they pass out once every 2 weeks, and you're done. That's,
What's her kink? She likes to die. God damn.
I mean, I don't know, man. I try not to judge young, I mean this men and women, young sluts out there that are dating old rich people. I'm like, if that's what they want to do, Those old people, what, they shouldn't? I think at the end of your life, if there's ever a time where you've earned hooking up with like a hot dude or a hot chick, it's when you're fucking 75 years old. And I mean, you've earned it. You've lived a painful life at that point. Your kids are probably all like, why are your girlfriend's younger than me? You're like,
why are you doing it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daddy's about to die.
Daddy needs this.
When people get all like offended by it, I'm like, what are you possibly offended by?
Well, because it's not the offense. I think it's more of like the intentions. Because you're like, what could that guy or girl actually see in that 40 plus? Like, what could that guy actually see and share that she's 75?
Well,
you know what I mean?
This is what I think.
I loved her music. I love listening to it. You know,
this is what I think. There are relationships that are based on love, and there's relationships that are more transactional. And a lot of people that have like casual sex will do it with people that are their age, but they could like give a fuck about. They're just like, I remember this one girl I was talking to was talking about like her dating philosophy. She was like, pair and a spare. What? I'm always fucking at least 2 guys, and I got a third guy spare wheel that I can rotate in when I get bored. I'm like, pair and a spare.
Pair and a spare.
So but I'm like, how is that?
Is she happy?
I guess I haven't talked to her in a while.
Jesus.
But like, that was her rule, pair and a spare.
Wow.
And so I was like, well, if that girl, when she told me that, she was probably like 30 or something.
Yeah.
If that girl's doing that when she's 30, is that any ethically different than a 75-year-old fucking somebody who's 28 and being like, yeah, she's hot and she likes me, or at least she likes my money and my big house?
I guess pair and a square, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, to me, it's just like they're both transactional interactions.
I guess.
I guess I'm like, to me, if one's okay, I feel like it's weird to be like judgmental of the other.
Well, yeah, I don't judge if it's man or woman, if it's like opposite. I'm just saying like in general, like if it's like...
Generally speaking, the conversation probably isn't awesome.
Generally speaking, it's like, what the fuck are you going to talk? Like I can't...
What do you talk about?
Like, what do you talk about? What do you do? Do you actually like it? Like, what is it like? You know, I don't know, man. I think it's all about just... I mean, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. But like, I would never be happy if I was dating someone.
I don't think I would be either.
Like it's,
but I've also
insane.
I've also never been 75, single, and almost dead. So maybe I'll feel different then.
We'll talk about episode 9,000
if that ever
of
happened,
podcast hell.
Yeah, I don't want that now.
Yeah.
But like if I found myself in that situation, then it's also like it's all about, you know, not every 75-year-old has the opportunity for that.
Yeah,
it's like usually you're just like eating oatmeal and you fucking hanging out.
Yeah,
you're hanging out with other 70-year-old ladies. But if you've crushed it enough to the point where there's some 30-year-olds knocking on the door, you're like, sorry, Ethel, someone's coming in.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know, I guess I just don't. I don't know.
I have a feeling I'm going to kick the bucket before Crystal for sure.
You think so?
For sure. Like she's very healthy. She's very like, you know, I just know the way my diet is and everything else. It's just like, you know, I think women always outlive men for the most part, don't they? Yeah, like it's more of like, I think she'll be a share. She'll be 75, and our kids and grandkids will be like, Grandma, why are you dating this 30-year-old? And she'll be like, pair and a square.
Pair and a square.
You know what I mean?
No, I think women definitely outlive their husbands.
Yeah, because
we spend a lot of time taking care of their emotions, I think. And that probably just takes the years right off.
Years off. But we get 12 hours of sleep.
No, I think it's fine too. I think the woman should outlive the man in most scenarios. I think it's reasonable. Yeah. But it's also like it's not like great to outlive either.
Yeah, I don't want to outlive at all. I want to be like 95 together, like fucking around.
Outliving might be the worst of the two.
Yeah.
If you really love somebody, you're like, I'll go first.
I think with technology now, we could probably live a long time. Like with like, you know, at least till, don't they keep bumping the life expectancy up?
That's a great Rob Stern joke.
What?
Shout out to our friend Rob Stern who goes, modern technology has done such a good job of extending the worst part of our lives.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Man, I'd love to be 20 for another decade. Nope, but you can be 98 forever.
That is funny. Yeah.
No, Yeah, the life expectancy's like been going up.
Yeah.
I think it actually, they were like, it stopped for like a year during COVID. And
Like
people were
Moderna's working on this like cancer stuff right now, where it's like cancer vaccines.
like, they're gonna stop
Like
cancer.
get rid of to get rid of that shit. Hopefully, you know, you never know. It'll probably be $1 million to get rid of your cancer, but it's
it'll
like
be like that movie Elysium.
it's
not good.
with Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
That was pretty good.
I don't think it was that good.
I liked you know what one I liked better was Just in Time with Justin Timberlake. You ever see that one?
No, what's Just in Time?
It's great. Everyone kind of has like when they turn 21, they get a clock.
Oh yeah. I did see.
Dude,
I
it's
never
so
saw
good.
the whole thing, but I saw scenes from it.
Yeah. Where like nobody gets sick, they have everything, whatever, but you just have time. But you can buy more time and you can get time and all this stuff and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing of like the elite. Like if you have enough, you'll live forever.
Yeah, I think it's all the same thing. Rich people take the resource.
Yeah.
Poor people have to rebel against the rich people. You know,
Yeah.
it's like story as old as time.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah. I think I would do. I feel like I'd be okay in a scenario where we have to go, you know, rebel and kill rich people.
I wouldn't want to go to space though.
You wouldn't go to space?
I don't know. I'm fine here. I don't want to like have to like.
But that's the point? What if you're not fine here? What if you have to go to space or die here?
I don't know.
You think you'd die here?
I think I'd rather die here.
You're gonna go down with old blue?
Yeah, I'll go down with the Earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Welcome to Earth. I'll go
If
down.
you came up with the Earth, you might as well go down with it.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, what would you want to travel? Kind of like that one movie where like they all travel because Earth is fucked up and they have to like hibernate and they have to travel to the new land, like the new planet that they found.
There's a movie like that?
Yeah, it's when Chris Pratt
That movie's not about that, though. That movie's about Chris Pratt fucking Jennifer Lawrence in Zero Gravity. That's how that movie got written. As somebody was like, you know, Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. Imagine them fucking and floating around the room. People are like, yeah. Why would that?
What do we put around it?
Why would that happen?
Yeah, but aren't they
we have
going
to go to Mars or something?
Yeah, but aren't they going to Mars because they had to like Earth was like dying or something?
Yeah, and they're not even going to Mars. They're going somewhere that's like even further. They're supposed to be in like cryo sleep.
Yeah.
For 40 years or something.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up and he's like, "Oh fuck, I'm just going to die alone in here. I'll be dead by the time they wake up. I will have died of old age just alone in this ship."
Yeah.
And then he wakes her up.
Yeah.
It's
a love story.
It's fucked up.
It's a fucked up thing.
And also, like, he could have woken up like some like fat 60-year-old chick, but he's like, who's the fucking 20-year-old with big tits I saw coming? Me. Oops. He fucking wakes up the hottest chick. Just shatters her life, by the way. Shatters her life.
She's stuck with him.
Ruins her life. Fucking what an insane and then like I think she finds out.
She does find out, but then she thinks it's romantic.
No, she doesn't. Does she really?
I think so.
That's
yeah.
the stupidest fucking movie of all time.
Yeah, because he's like, I wanted to spend forever with you. You know, it's cute. I would spend forever with my girl, with Crystal.
Yeah, but that's different. He didn't know her.
Yeah, but I think I would still be like, hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? I'd hit the button on her. You know what I mean? And she'd be like, what the fuck?
This is the real thing you have to do. You have to just wake up like everybody. I'm sorry, we're all gonna die in space. I'm not dying alone.
What's up, motherfuckers? It's party. Or you just,
hey, who did that?
yeah, oh, what happened? You go back in your pod and wake up. Oh no!
Someone wakes you up. Huh?
What just happened?
Yeah, I would fucking wake everybody
Act
up.
like you're still asleep.
As soon as I realized everybody, like, oh, I'm gonna die here, I would have woken everybody up like kids when they hit every button on the elevator. Just like, there would not be a second of hesitation.
I would have fucked with people though. I would have fucking still like opened that up, but then went and hide and let them walk around for a second and be like, we're just fucking with you.
It would have been fun.
Yeah.
There's so many fun ways to have done it.
Yeah.
But what they should have done is probably like his best move, I think, would have been to have like probably woken up half of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have had to get bored.
He just wakes up all the hot chicks. Like, all right.
Pair and a lot of squares. All right. A lot of spares. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Was that it? So I literally, I feel like I don't know how I know what happens in that movie because I never watched it.
I think it one time.
I find YouTube clips.
I always hear of the situation. It's always based on situation. Like it's always a question of like, would you wake up your wife? Would you wake up?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. I think I talked about it before with Crystal, where it's like she'd be like, yeah, I'd fucking wake you up too. And I'm like, yeah, I'd wake you up.
I gotta ask Liz if she would wake.
Why would I not? I don't want to. If I randomly woke up, I'd expect my partner to wake me up too.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, I don't want to wake up and you're dead. That's even more fucked up. I'd rather just, I'll spend forever with you.
Yeah, that's probably the move.
Keep it sweet, Keep it
sweet.
nice.
Keep it nice. Keep it sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does the movie? Did they just die? They must just die.
I think they do. I think I forget the ending. I think they're just dead. I think they land the plane and then everybody wakes up, but they realize that there's like 2 dead people on the, that are old.
Did they
as
hang
shit.
themselves up like Halloween decorations?
I think he was trying to jerk off and exfoliate himself.
Nice callback, Mike.
And then she died a year later.
I like a nice call. The woman still lives.
She still live. They always outlive us.
How much would that suck? Even in your fucking intergalactic, I woke you up from cryo sleep.
You're still jerking off.
You
You still have to jerk off at times. Come on.
I'm in the doghouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a lot of shit.
Life's good.
Life's great, man.
I
didn't even, I'm having a baby.
Yeah, I know.
You're
telling them.
I'm telling them.
You're not telling me.
I know. I knew Crystal was going to listen to this.
You can't recreate the moment that you told me.
I told you. You're the first one I told.
I know.
You're the first one I told, baby.
I can't be like, really?
Yeah.
No,
I'm saying like, I'm going to send this to Crystal to listen to. And then she's like, you didn't mention the baby for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's been. But no.
I'll make the title.
Mike's having a baby.
Skip to 50.
Well, that's what, life's been fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
It's been good. I think I feel, I'm very happy. It's an amazing feeling. It hits you at certain times where it's like, holy shit, I'm going to have a fucking kid.
How soon will you have a kid?
She's 3.5 months. So
you got 6.5 months.
I got 6
left.
months. Yeah.
So that is, we're in September, October, November, December.
She's doing March.
Yeah. I figured you'd have the date ready to go.
Yeah. She's doing March.
Yeah.
She's due March 16th. Well, actually, we found out March 11th, but
March
it was originally March 16th. I was like 316 Austin. I was like, baby's gonna come out and give a stunner. Actually, you didn't know it's gonna be a boy.
Okay,
it's gonna be a boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Baby boy.
Were you
having a boy?
Did you have a preference or no?
We did want a girl.
Yeah.
But the boy's gonna be fucking great.
Boy's gonna be.
We already have her son. My son too. He's 12. So we were like, oh, we got the boy. Let's get a girl.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, we're gonna have a girl afterwards. Now, how you doing? We're gonna do it again.
You gonna do it again?
I'm gonna do it again.
Or maybe the boy changes its mind 2 years in. You can do
later,
that now.
Yeah, you
That's
can change
the other
it.
option.
Yeah.
Is you could just go.
He'll be a she.
On second thought, here's a bonnet and girl.
Here's a little bow.
Yeah, you can.
Dad, why you buy me old girl shit? Shh, you're a girl now.
You're a girl now.
You're a girl now.
That's what adults have decided.
Don't go
apparently.
against it, all right?
You want to work in this town? You're a girl.
You are this, and don't complain about it. Don't ever complain.
Are you guys are you reading books or anything to prepare?
Well, the good thing is it's kind of like she already knows from having a baby. So she went through this,
true.
so for me, it's like first time finding out different things. And she's still learning too, because it's been 11 years. But, but we're just watching videos and stuff, but not really any like baby books and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like trying to get everything together and just kind of, go through the motions of like.
Is it that much different that 11 years ago having a kid than it is today?
Well, not different. But more of like, she knows the tips of like, if the baby's this, then the baby's that, or use this kind of, use these kind of diapers and whatever else. Like,
okay.
Like those kind of tricks,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because every pregnancy is different is what I'm finding out from her too.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no matter what, whether it's a boy, girl, or like, you do it a year or whatever, it's just always different no matter what.
Yeah, I thought you meant like that the process of giving birth was different. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it still comes out of the vagina.
Yeah, it still comes out the vagina.
Yeah.
I hope so.
In most cases.
Yeah. It's been weird going to like all the, it's funny because we went to the ultrasound yesterday it's such a funny, it's such a weird, funny, like miraculous thing where it's like you just go to the gynecologist and they do the ultrasound, and then they just like they put the tube up their vagina, and you see the baby move and it's wiggling and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you just, all right, enjoy the rest of your day. It's just like you kind of just go.
It's still in there.
Wait, what the fuck? It's so crazy to me that it's like you're just like, all right, let's hook you up, and all right, go back up.
Let me just check your vagina real quick.
Yeah, it just seems like such a. It's not evasive. It's evasive, but like it's just like it's just like I don't know. It's such a. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing of being like, I just seen the baby inside of you, and now we're driving home from it.
I think it's maybe crazier for us as men.
Yeah,
I think women are more used to the idea.
Uh-huh.
For me, like that is the same thing as if I went to the doctor and they're like, all right, check your knee. Okay, touch your toes. Okay, step on the scale. Okay, real quick. Last thing, I'm gonna shove this hose up your ass to make sure that baby dog is still alive in your rectum.
Yeah,
he's good. We'll see him in 8 months.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's so like because I'm holding her hand. She's got her legs up, everything, all the stuff. But then it's just so funny that like, we see the baby and then we just go about our day, and it's like it's in there. Yeah. It's just so it's such a beautiful, but also like crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. You keep continuing the rest of your day after you.
Yeah, you don't just sit there in stupor thinking about it. You're like, no, Trader Joe's closes
just like,
in
all right,
5
you can
minutes.
put your pants back on, get dressed, and we can go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just like we go about our day.
It's got to be weird.
It's weird. It's a funny weird.
It's weird because like 10 minutes later, you're in like fucking Jersey Mike's, and she's like, should I get it toasted? And you're like, there's a fucking baby in your pussy.
It's just so
Don't
like
want onions.
Yeah.
It's just back to the mundane.
I'm sorry. I'll take Mike's way. Yeah, like, what the fuck? Mike's way.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like seeing all and it's really cool. It's like it's a very exciting thing where it's like. But it's also crazy. And she told me it's not going to hit me until even the baby's even here. Like it's hitting me little by little. I'm like, I'm about to have a baby and all this stuff. Like it makes you feel like I'm, now we are our age. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I'm not a kid anymore.
Isn't it like, do you have what I have where like, do you have friends from Jersey that have already had kids?
Oh, I have friends that already have like 17-year-olds and shit. Yeah.
So I have friends that have kids that are like double digits now.
Yeah.
And like, they had kids when they were 24, 25.
Yeah.
And so like I'm not even where you are. Like we're not pregnant even.
Uh-huh.
But like we talk about having kids and I'm like, I feel so far behind that train. Like I'm gonna be an old dad no matter what I do.
Well, it's not about being far behind the train. It doesn't matter when you.
It doesn't matter.
Do it.
It's like,
it doesn't matter at all. It really makes you wake up. Not wake up in a bad way. It's more of like, hey, I can't fuck around anymore. Yeah, like I was talking to Kazim Rahman about it because he just had a baby too, and talking about like how like, you really have to just kind of schedule your life now. Where it's like with stuff you have to do because you got to be there for your family. Yeah. Where it's like you can't just be like, I'll just go dick around at this open mic or, go do this or go do that or, you really have to be like, all right, like me, like I live out like, I live far as shit with Crystal now where it's like I have to like really be like, all right, I'm going to do the podcast. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to schedule everything in one strategic way because then later on I have to,
go to Rancho
take care of the homestead. Or whatever.
Is it a homestead?
No, I just say that because it pisses her off.
Is it an apartment?
It's a town. It's a house. It's a manufactured home.
What's a manufactured home?
It's like it's not like it's like a lifted up house. It's like a nice 2-bed, 2-bath.
Wait, what? What's a lifted up house?
Like it's not like it's just like a regular like it's not like a trailer park.
Okay.
They used to be called trailer parks back in the day.
Okay.
We don't live in a trailer park. It's actually like developments.
And it's a lifted up home.
Yeah, like we're on like we have a foundation.
Okay.
And then there's no basement or attic. It's just like straight up a house.
So it's like what's like a rancher.
It's like a rancher, yeah.
Okay.
But they're manufactured homes is what they're called.
When you shit, does it just fall out of the house onto the ground? Or is there like
it's like a nice
there's a place where it goes?
No, it's everything. You got plumbing, you got everything.
Okay.
It's a regular house. It's just they're called manufactured homes. They're not like It's not like a townhome or anything, or like, you know,
Okay.
a regular like on land. It's like we're on like kind of concrete kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why can't I'm having trouble picturing it.
But they're like it's like a development.
Okay. It's a development.
That's what it is. It's not like it's like
concrete.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no grass.
There's not really any grass. There's like trees and stuff, and there is grass though too. But people you have to like grow it in your like we don't have any grass on ours. Okay. We just have straight up like it's kind of like they're kind of like row homes in Philly in a way, but they're not connected.
Okay.
And they're just one story.
I can picture that.
You know, where it's like all just like it's just a it's like a 3-block radius of a development, but they're all just like little like tiny like some are just like straight up like just 1 bedroom like a house where it's like real small. Little studios, some of them too. But ours is like really nice. She has like a really nice one. It's like a nice 2-bed, 2-bath, giant living room, giant kitchen, everything. So
nice.
It's good, yeah. It's nice.
My sister is getting a rancher.
Oh, okay.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Like a 1-story kind of thing?
Like a 1-story long, big yard, deer. You can shoot deer.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It's not in L.A.
I don't want to shoot deer also. No, I don't.
Well, that's what manufactured homes are. I think they can't be 2 levels.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes them manufactured. Because they're the ones you see like driving down the highway and you see it's like oversized load and it's just a house on wheels.
Oh, okay.
That's what those are.
I got it.
But there's different sizes and different buildings of them. They're like already pre-made.
Would your guys's would be a wide load?
We'd be a really wide load, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd be
take
like
up the whole road.
We'd be the entire road, yeah.
I'd be driving past you going, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Can you move the home?
You can move it. That's what's cool about it too. I didn't know that. So what we do is like, I mean, I guess I can give you detail after the podcast, but you can move it wherever you want. That's like your home.
What's the detail you can't give me?
Well, I don't want to give you all like the financial stuff.
Okay. I'll bleep it out.
For the listeners. No, I'll tell you later. I'll give you all
I'll tell you how much this one's worth.
But I'm saying like, it's like if she's like, if we ever wanted to move that and sell it, we could just move it anywhere we want to.
Anyone can buy it.
Anyone can buy it.
Somebody in Alaska can buy it and
get it moved
and that house
over.
And move it to Juneau.
Well, you personally, if we don't like living here and we find like another manufactured development, we can move it to that development.
See, that's crazy.
But it's also fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because it's just your fucking home.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
You're not like tied to a
You're not
location.
tied. Yeah, you're not tied to location.
It's kind of like me and Liz, like our retirement plan.
Yeah.
This is years away, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But like we want to get like one of those vans you live in, but not a van, like a big
RV thing.
RV. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I got to learn the word if it's my retirement.
Yeah.
If it's my dream.
Yeah.
I don't even know the fucking word.
They're
RV.
nice though, dude.
I want to get like a nice RV.
You pay like $10 a night at some place to hook up to sleep and shit.
Yeah, yeah. You just drive. You
They're
get
nice.
to check out fucking national parks, and
Yep.
she wants to see national parks. I want to see football and baseball games.
Yeah.
I just want to like visit cities and check out
Hell
different
yeah.
sporting events.
Yeah.
But that's like, to me, that's what I'm doing when I'm 75.
I love it.
Not getting my dick sucked by a 28-year-old. I'm
what
with
a
my
callback.
age-appropriate wife.
What a callback.
Getting my dick sucked by a 68-year-old woman who I love.
We're going to be eating pears and I'll have a spare tire for the RV.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
We're good. I love those things, dude. They're great.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're really cool.
I've been in one.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like spend the night. I just like rode in it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool.
They're nice, yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun to drive it.
Yeah.
I feel like you rule the road.
There's some of them too where like they're just connected to like a big like Chevy Silverado or something and you just pull it.
You pull it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that.
I like the one that actually has the driver in it
But
too.
that's the thing. If you pull it with the Chevy, I don't know why it's got to be a Chevy Silverado. But if you buy the Silverado,
welcome to podcast. We're actually sponsored by Chevy Silverado. You can get with no down payment for 2.99 APR.
Do they still make Silverados?
I don't know.
And are they all silver? That'd be weird too if you get like, all right, here we go. Here comes the Chevy Silverado. And it's moss green. you'd be like, ew, it's got
I think
silver.
that's just the name, Silverado, right?
But it's got the name silver in it.
You should have a silver. Yeah,
It should be silver.
You need a silver Silverado. But now it sounds like you're stuttering.
A silver.
Yeah, I have a Chevy Silverado. Are you okay? Yeah, it's a silver Silverado. Yeah, I got a Chevy Silverado.
Fucking shit your pants.
Silver Silverado.
No, I want to. It's actually probably better to have that because then you can drop off your RV somewhere and drive into a city and have more. You can't drive that RV into like.
Yeah, it's true.
Safeco Park.
You're just going to all Walmarts and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be better.
You can't go through a Taco Bell drive-through with with your RV. You kind of have to Mack truck it. You know what I mean?
Although, no, wait, you can't go through a Taco Bell driveway with an RV? It's too big?
I mean, you could, but imagine turning. It's hard driving my fucking Accord through the turn sometimes.
No, but you just gotta you gotta do a wide turn.
Yeah.
I could handle it.
But if you have a brand new 2024 Chevy Silverado with a no down payment of 2.99 APR.
I gotta get a fucking. I don't think I'd go Chevy. I'm a Ford guy.
You like the Fords?
It's based on nothing other than it's in Detroit, and like Detroit's a great American city, and I think Ford is still there. That's the only reason I'm saying.
I'm not going American. My dad used to have this this red Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah,
fucking loved it. It was a cool truck.
Going Japanese.
It was a cool truck. Yeah,
yeah,
it was great.
Japanese, they do
2-door, nice. You know, it had like a little like back cab kind of thing. Not a cab, but you kind of just like have to sit here in the back, like straight ahead from each other. But it was a nice truck.
My first car, I had a Jeep. I had a Chevy, or I had a Chevy. I had a fucking Jeep Cherokee Sport.
Oh, okay.
Black car. I fucking loved it. And now, like, every time I see a Jeep, I'm like, maybe the Rubicon.
With the Jeep, yeah.
Maybe the Patriot.
Oh, okay.
But that would be
What about the Jeep Willie?
Is that a real one?
The Willie's Jeep? My buddy used to have old Willie's Jeep.
Are you saying Willie's Jeep?
Willie's, yeah. That was the brand.
Like Willy?
I think it was... Yeah, I think it was that, or unless it's IE.
The nickname for a penis.
Yeah, it's Willie's.
Willie.
A Jeep
Willie's
Willie's.
Jeep.
Yeah.
That, to me,
Jeep
for
Willie's.
you to tell me there's Jeep Willie's is like, yeah. Have you driven the Mitsubishi dong bag? That's a word for penis.
Yeah, it's a Jeep Willie's.
There's Jeep Willie's.
Jeep Willie's. It's a Willie. They just said a Willie's Jeep.
Okay.
It was an old. He had like an old like 1983 one, but then he had like another one that was like something. My buddy Doug used to work on his Jeeps all the fucking time.
Wow.
We used to go off roading with it too. It was fun.
This is shocking to me.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me more, but I want you to tell me more the next time you're on the podcast. Because
baby.
we are at an hour.
Damn.
And my dog's about to
he's
shit his pants. He doesn't wear pants, but he will shit. Mike, where can the good people of YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, wherever the fucking they're watching this, where can they, or listening, I guess, they could be listening too.
Yeah.
Where are they going to find you?
These very fine people, thank you for listening, by the way. And you can find me at Mike Perkins _ on all social media. And go to themikeperkins.com for tickets to my Another Late Show tonight, once a month, at the end of the month, every last Thursday.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thanks, man. This was fun.
This was fun.
I appreciate it.
It went quick.
It did go quick.
It goes quick when I don't just go over by 40 minutes because I'm enjoing the conversation.
We're at straight up an hour?
Straight up at an hour.
You can go longer. You want to go longer?
No, it's over.
No, he's got to go. Gordon's.
It's actually, I was like, as soon as I was like,
he's been bashing the door down for a while.
I gotta. It's maybe he senses it. I told him before.
He knows. At
an hour.
He's giving you a light. He's
yeah.
He's a little flashlight. Anyway,
this is fun.
Thanks for having me.
You bet.
You're the man.